Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. I hope you are all having a wonderful week. Whatever your view of Harry and Meghan and their decision to leave the royal family, it seems bizarre that King Charles's son and grandchildren get zero public security while Taylor Swift gets security. Hold up, let that sink in. I saw that exact tweet by Chris Ship, and that right there is the ultimate plot twist. Chris Ship has spent years carrying water for the monarchy, backing up the establishment at every turn. But when even the palace's own favourite journalists start looking at the paperwork and saying, yeah, this is completely backwards, you know the tide is officially turning. The royal cheerleaders are out here turning on William and Charles because the math is simply not mathing. Let's talk about the street-level reality of what is happening here. Giving the son of the actual King of England nothing but a police liaison phone number and telling him to stay safe is completely wild. That isn't a standard safety protocol, it is a weaponized, calculated penalty. Charles and William are using basic physical protection as a tool for forced compliance, trying to punish Harry just because he had the nerve to speak the truth about how they treated him and his family. Think about how petty this looks to regular people. We live in a world where an international pop star gets top-tier state escorts through London, but a combat veteran prince who served 2 tours in Afghanistan gets left completely exposed. The palace is trying to run a corporate intimidation game to break Harry down and isolate him, but they don't get it. Harry already won this battle. He has an independent life, a wife who has his back, and he refuses to let them play chess with the safety of his kids, Archie and Lilibet. The grey suits try to set a trap, but the internet keeps the receipts, and everyone on the street sees this for exactly what it is, pure, unfiltered spite. The media loves to pull out the most tired, lazy excuse in the book whenever Harry brings up his safety. They look at the camera with a straight face and say, well, look at Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. They're minor royals, they don't get taxpayer-funded security details anymore, and they're doing just fine. Why does Harry think he's so special? Are you seriously kidding me right now? The math is absolutely not mathing. Let's look at the actual street-level reality here, because comparing Harry and Meghan's situation to his cousins is completely ridiculous. Beatrice and Eugenie can walk out of a cafe in London, stroll down the sidewalk, and go about their private lives in peace. Why? Because the paparazzi and the global press machine aren't tracking their every single heartbeat across different continents. Nobody is flying drones over their house or printing their exact travel logistics on the front page of a tabloid every morning. You cannot compare 2 people who are largely left alone by the media to a couple that has been relentlessly targeted, hunted, and picked apart by the press for over a decade. It's like comparing someone taking a casual stroll through a quiet park to someone navigating a complete media war zone. The reality here is that the British press spent 10 long years painting a massive target on Harry and Meghan's backs, creating a genuinely dangerous and hostile environment. Harry isn't asking for protection because he wants a fancy royal privilege or an ego boost. He needs it because the media machine actively made it unsafe for his wife and his kids, Archie and Lilibet, to even exist in public without a threat level attached. Using his cousins as a shield to deny Harry security is just a cheap, petty trick to make him look demanding. The internet sees right through the double standard. Harry is out here trying to keep his family safe from a mess he didn't create, and the mainstream press is busy writing scripts to justify leaving him completely exposed. We see the blueprint, and we are definitely not buying the fake comparisons. The British tabloid machine has spent the last 10 years running a masterclass in putting a massive, glowing neon target on Harry and Meghan's backs, and the sheer audacity of it is wild. Let's talk about the actual street-level reality here. The UK press didn't just casually report on this couple, they spent an entire decade manufacturing a completely toxic, hostile environment. They flooded the internet with relentless, aggressive narratives, essentially conditioning people to be furious at them just for breathing. They literally stoked the flames, painted the target, and built the house of cards. And then, the moment Harry stands up and says, hey, my family actually needs protection from the exact danger you created, the establishment steps in, turns off the security, and acts like he's being totally unreasonable. The math is absolutely not mathing. For regular people watching this unfold, it is the ultimate gaslighting routine. It's like someone setting your front yard on fire, handing you a single cup of water, and then locking the neighborhood fire hydrant because you don't work for the city anymore. It's downright dirty. Harry isn't asking for some flashy elite royal perk just to look important. The guy is a combat veteran with real documented threats against his life, trying to figure out how to bring his wife, Archie, and Lilibet to his home country without a swarm of paparazzi chasing them the second their boots touch the tarmac. To spark a massive wave of public hostility and then pull the security rug out from under a father trying to protect his kids is completely unjustifiable.
The palace can try to play its corporate PR games, but the internet keeps the receipts, and everyone on the street sees exactly who lit the match, and we are completely backing Harry and Meghan for refusing to play along with the circus.
Let's rewind what happened years ago. Stripping Harry and Meghan of Frogmore Cottage was never about real estate or property lines. It was about pulling off the ultimate power move to take away their only safe harbour in the UK. Let's look at the actual street-level reality here, because this house situation is completely wild. Frogmore Cottage isn't just some random house. It sits directly inside the heavily fortified Windsor security cordon. It has armed guards, high walls, and full state protection built right into the geography. By evicting them, King Charles didn't just take back the keys, he intentionally stripped away the one place in Britain where Harry could actually keep his wife, Archie, and Lilibet completely safe from hostile crowds and rogue paparazzi. The maths is absolutely not mathing. For regular people watching this play out, it is the classic toxic family ultimatum trap. It's like a corporate boss or an angry parent saying, "Sure, you're always welcome back to the family dinner, but only if you leave your spouse and your kids out in the car." It's exhausting. The palace sets up this impossible dilemma on purpose. They want Harry to look like the bad guy for refusing to visit, while ensuring that if he does come back, he has to leave his support system behind and step right into their dysfunctional trap completely unprotected. Harry isn't playing their games. He chose his real family, the one built on unconditional love and loyalty over a broken institutional firm. Taking away a father's secure base just to force him into compliance is a downright dirty trick. But Harry and Meghan are steps ahead of the chessboard, handling their business independently, and the internet is absolutely loving how they refuse to fold under the pressure. It is officially time to drag these nameless, faceless palace insiders right out into the daylight, because the internet is completely done with the shadow games. Every single day, the tabloids drop some wild story about Harry and Meghan, and who is the source? A royal source close to the family, a senior palace insider. Translation: someone hiding behind a giant marble pillar whispering gossip to a reporter because they don't have the spine to put their actual name on the quote. It is hilarious how a whole multi-million-dollar corporate royal machinery is relying on anonymous hit pieces just to try and control the narrative. Let's get a real street-level view of this. For regular people, we know exactly what this is. It's that toxic office dynamic where the bad managers won't talk to you face-to-face, but they'll happily leave passive-aggressive notes in the break room and talk trash behind your back. It's exhausting. True justice isn't waiting around for a broken institutional system to suddenly play fair. True justice means calling out the machinery, keeping the receipts, and shifting the entire power dynamic. Prince Harry completely flipped the script on them. He stopped begging for approval from a corporate firm that treats family like a PR checklist. Instead, he built his own independent lane, backed by a massive global community of real people who see right through the palace playbook. We are completely bypassing the grey suits in the shadows. If you're going to play dirty and try and tear down a father protecting his family, at least have the courage to put your name on it. The palace is playing an outdated game, but the street keeps the score, and we are backing Harry all the way. When the systems are rigged and the institutional family drops the ball, you already know it's time to invoke the highest power available. We are officially putting out a massive wave of positive energy, good vibes, and straight-up prayers for Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet's protection. Let's keep it 100. When you are dealing with a multi-million-dollar corporate media machinery and an institutional firm that holds a petty grudge, human logic can only take you so far. Regular people know exactly how this goes. When the toxic family members lock the gates and the system tries to leave you exposed, you stop looking to them for backup. You pull a complete U-turn, lean on your actual community, and let faith handle the rest. This one hurts. Harry is out here moving like a truly independent father, navigating absolute minefields just to keep his wife and babies safe from a hostile press loop. He isn't asking the palace for their blessing anymore, and honestly, he doesn't need to. While the grey suits are busy playing messy chess games with security clearance numbers in the dark, a massive global community has his back in the light. It is honestly hilarious how the tabloids think their negative headlines can break this man's spirit. They can spin their manufactured drama all day long, but they cannot stop the collective good energy of millions of real people sending shield-like protection over this family. We are lifting them up, keeping the vibes immaculate, and letting the palace know that their petty blockades don't mean a thing when you've got real, authentic love routing your journey. Stay protected, stay blessed, and let the internet keep holding down the fort. Thank you all for watching. Catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.